to do an increase in violence together to model how I want you to approach these different long-term problems with the Republic. So, first we're just going to read. Can you track section A with your ruler on the first sentence from 133 BCE? Use it to track with your ruler. Thank you. So, from 133 BCE, violence was increasingly used by the Roman politicians to get what they wanted or to get rid of rivals. Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus were tribunes between 133 BCE and 121 BCE. They made laws to improve the life of the poor and forced the Senate to accept these laws by threatening violence. Tiberius was murdered in 133 BCE after he used force to remove another tribune who was vetoing his laws. Gaius was declared a criminal by the Senate after his supporters murdered an opponent. Gaius committed suicide in 121 BCE rather than be executed by the Senate. The violence used by Tiberius and Gaius Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus and the Senate weakened the Republic because it undermined the peaceful handover of power between politicians. It also damaged the people's respect for the idea of the Republic as a peaceful political system. This made it possible for powerful individuals to take over the Republic. So, the activity we're going to do with this is going to be on this sheet here. It's printed slightly oddly, but you can still read everything. Can you just find the increase in violence section of that sheet? Once you've got it, it's the first box on the sheet, and you'll see also at the top there's the 4 things that made the Republic successful. We've got them there as a reminder. Now, the activity is that we're going to read over the text again. Every time you see something that could help us complete this box on the sheet, describe what's happening in the Roman Republic related to the factor, I want you to knock on the table and raise your hand. Every time you see a detail about the political violence that was happening in the Republic, when we read it again, I want you to show me you found something that you think is relevant, a detail, an event, something specific. You knock on the table, you raise your hand, I will pause and I'll ask you what you found. And this is to help build our comprehension as we read. So, tracking again, every time you see something relevant, knock on the table and let me know. From 133 BCE, violence was increasingly used by Roman politicians to get what they want or to get rid of rivals. Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus were tribunes between 133 BCE and 121 BCE. They made laws to improve life of the poor and forced the Senate to accept these laws by threatening violence. Okay. Good.
And by Roman politicians to get rid of what we wanted or to get rid of rivals.
Good. So you could, I was wondering, because that's also a nice general point that we can have. So your first point, Caleb, was, can you just say it to me again? What did we say? What did Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus do? So they were tribunes, so they were these people elected from the plebeians. And we'd give our dates. And then, Caleb, how did they behave as tribunes? What did they do related to violence? That's two really good examples of what we could write in the first box in our sheet. Bullet pointing in note form, what is happening around the increase in violence in the Republic. Let's carry on reading and see if we can add anything else. Tiberius was murdered in 133 BCE after he used force to remove another tribune who was vetoing his laws. Gaius was declared a criminal by the Senate after his supporters murdered an opponent. Remember, we're looking at any violence in the Republic. Ida.
He murdered an opponent.
Yeah, or Gaius didn't personally, but his supporters did. Yeah, so that's, but in the Roman mind, like, he represents his supporters, they murdered that person, not on behalf of, but because of their support for Gaius. So yeah,